Hello everybody and welcome back to more Rising Phoenix Racing League. Um, Today we are at Austria, as you can see, and it is round 7 of Season 3, and yeah, let's just get right into this. Let's go! Of Season 3, and yeah, let's just get right into this. Let's go! Of Season 3, and yeah. Alright, so it's a dry quali here today, seems to be. Alright, so let's see what drivers do. Not sure about tire wear here today. Not sure how bad it is. So like what tires they want to go on to start. I'm not too sure. But yeah. But yeah, we have some new names here today and some updated names. Shati and Gamez are both these guys here that I'm highlighting over. And yeah, we have some new names as well, like Konal and Jack King. Alright, so first car out is a Mercedes. It is Cobalt. So let's go on board with him. Being followed very closely by who's that? RHG there. Right. And so here goes Cobalt on his first flyer. Let's see what he can do. Ooh, goes very wide. And there's a bunch of cars all in a big train, all trying to get their laps in. Very short track, so a lot of opportunity to find traffic compared to other ones. But Cobalt here coming into turn 3 or turn 4. It's been pretty solid aside from what happened at turn 1. He has been setting, well of course he's been setting purple sectors. He's the first driver out, but doesn't seem to be going slowly at all. Seems to be going pretty good. So let's see what he can do. Ooh, a little bit of hesitation there at the final corner, but it's still going to be a 6.3, so pretty good. It gets beaten though by Fashix, and then by Slater. And alright, so Big Slater went off 4.7, Fashix 6.2, Cobalt 6.3, RHG 12.8. Probably had a spin there or something somewhere. And yeah, you can see all of them. Oh, and RHG, I believe, on a still on a hot lap there, getting obstructed by cars going slowly. He has damage as well to his left part of his car. And then there's Jay as well, who I think also got obstructed. Yeah, it's just a big, huge cluster right here. No one knows what's going on. Oh my goodness. So Shay on his hot lap here. Wondering if he got obstructed by the cars. So I'm wondering if he's gonna bother finishing this one. Ooh, and more obstructions in Sector 2, as you can see. Shay is gonna finish the lap. So let's see what it is. 105.5. So what's going on over here? Oh, I'm not sure, but it's not looking good. Yeah, those tires are definitely ruined for both Fastrix and Jay there. Yeah, they come into the pits. Fastrix is still going though. So Jay's in the pits. Gamez is on his outlap, so let's follow with him. So currently, Big Slater is on provisional pole by 4/10. So very good first lap by him. And his teammate Jack is, or I'll just call him JK for Jack King. JK is, or his teammate JK is in P2, making it a Williams 1-2. Ooh, an invalidation for Gamez right off the bat, cutting turn 1 a little bit too close. Unfortunate for him there. As Deadwood is beginning his lap, so let's follow with him. Ooh, and cuts a little bit too much as well, just doing the same error that Gamez did. Oh, the guy in P7, racer in P7, he's also a new driver here. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I think there's 3 new drivers. So, Konal, Jack, and Gamey. Alright, so PG on a lap, but is 3/10 down the first sector. So, and I think this is actually an in lap because he's not really pushing with the full ERS. So let's go see what Gamez can do here on his second attempt on the mediums. Let's hope he doesn't cut the corner again. Alright, he does good. Does much better this time, thankfully. Ooh, very close to the Red Bull there, passing by. For a purple first sector on the mediums, looking very promising. But that is pretty much only one corner, so into the more technical part is where the difference between tires is probably going to come into play. We will see. Alright, coming through sector 2 into the third and final sector. Very fast right-hander. Keep it in, brake slightly, and then power all the way out using the most of the exit curb. And it's going to be a 5.9, so P8 on the mediums, the highest medium runner. So pretty good. Pretty good. As Konal is beginning his second lap, I believe. As Button goes P5. Ooh, and Jay goes P4. And Big Slater improves his time by half a second to go well, top still, of course, just extending his gap or his lead. As Konal goes purple in the second sector though, so let's see. But yeah, Big Slater 104.2. Konal really flying here. A little bit too wide on that last corner, but that one was strong there. So let's see what he can do. It's going to be a 5.2 exactly. So P4, just behind his teammate in P3. So it's a Williams 1-2. It's a Red Bull 3-4 at the moment. So very orderly in the top 4. There actually are a lot of teams that are next to each other. Williams, Red Bull, McLaren in 7-8. Haas in 15-16 and Renault in 18-19. So quite a lot of pairings actually. Alright, so let's see. Ooh, RSG is currently up on his time, but he's very low on ERS, so let's see if he can improve. It was a very nice last corner. with DRS open, it's going to be an improvement, but no place gain. An improvement by around a tenth, I believe, there. But no, but still stays in the same spot he was in. I think it was P11 or P11. I think before. I think he got demoted to P12 there. But still another attempt, or at least 2 more attempts will be available. So obviously he'll give it a go again. And I believe Luke Vettel's on a lap here, and he needs to navigate through 3 cars here. So this is going to be tricky. I'm wondering what's going to happen here. Alright, so navigates pretty well through them. And I believe the other racing point won't be in the way. Oh, and Luke is actually coming in to this, I believe. Yes. Okay. We're barely making it the entry speed there. Okay. So let's see, Jack on an in lap, I believe this is, or maybe a cool down lap. And we have Jay on an out lap as well. So we'll see if he can improve. Let's go to someone further down the order at the moment. Trench, yep, just at a purple second sector, navigating some traffic, throwing it into the second last corner, and into the final corner as well. It's a little bit wide, but no invalidation, I don't think. And it is P4, a 4.9. Very good effort there, from P19 to P4 in 1 run. A very good run there by Trench. Very good. So let's go on board with Colin here. See if he can improve, hopefully, to get into the 106s. Yeah, this is the shortest track in terms of time on the calendar, I think ever. So yeah, the times can be very close. The whole field is 2.9 seconds apart, which is pretty close. And yeah, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 drivers, all within the 105s. And with a 20 car grid, set to be a really good race. Oh, I believe I saw a purple there for a brief moment in the second sector by Colin. Let's see how well he can do in the third sector. Very good corner there. And pretty good there too. Alright, so let's see what he can do. It's 106.5. So does improve, goes in front of Deadwood, and improves by around 0.6. So well into the 106s. So that's pretty darn good. Oh, Shea just finishing a flying lap, 33 milliseconds down on his best. So that must be pretty frustrating there, being so close, especially to your teammate, but not being able to get the jump quite yet. Will he get it at all? We will see. And speaking of teammates, this is his teammate, bounce back on an in lap. So yeah, he'll be coming in. He just did a medium lap there. So yeah, the top 14 all setting their fastest lap times so far on the softs. So I'm assuming it's going to be a soft to medium or a soft to hard strat. I would assume it would be a one-stop. At least I would do a one-stop, I think. But yeah, judging based off of everyone going onto the softs, or a lot of people doing it at least, I think that is, excuse me. Yeah, that's probably the case. Oh, and this is probably why Deadwood is last. He is on the hards, so... yeah. And, let's see, Gamma's here in P4. I believe letting a faster or a hot lap car by. But not, I don't think, oh no, I invalidated. That's why. Alright, so Konal going on another, or on his third hot lap here. Let's see if he can improve from that 5.2. Alright, and Konal is going to improve by 4.5 tenths with a 104.742. Yep, and I believe this will be cars coming out. I don't think we'll have a chance to set a lap at this point. So everyone out on track will have the opportunity to, but no one else. So Jack won't be able to. RHG won't be able to, Bazooka Joe, Gamey, Cobalt, Shay, and Fashix. And we have some drivers retiring already because, because they're not going to get they're not going. They don't see themselves improving. There we go. Well, yeah, and this stream is sponsored by water, so be sure to drink it, as always. I've got a cold bottle right here. So Jigsaw Moto here on a hot lap. Currently in P12 with a 5.3. Final two corners. Very low on ERS though, so that's going to cost him some time up to the line. But it is a 5.2, so it puts him up into P9. So very good effort there by the Racing Point driver. Let's see, Luke is 2 tenths up in the second sector split, blasting through these final corners here. Ooh, almost loses the back end, but it's going to be P3 still. Yeah, that slide at the end there cost him. He had the opportunity, I think, to be P2 there. Very unfortunate for him, but it is how it is sometimes. But hey, he's still starting on the second row, so if anything happens between the two Williams, he will definitely take advantage of that. As I think PG Killer goes from 19th to 16th on his final run. So it's and then his teammate Deadwood is starting from the back, but is on the hards. So we will see how that plays out. All right. Alright, so your qualifying order is Big Slater on pole, Jack in P2, Luke Vettel, Konal, Gamas Turish, Trench, RHG, Racing Maestro, Buttons Back, Jigsaw Moto, Jay, Bazooka Joe, Gamey, Cobalt, Shay T, PG Killer, and I think that was Trixky, and then some other drivers who wait, hold on, I can tell you. I can go back on the stream. One sec. So your and then it was let's see, it was, so Cobalt was 14th, Shay, PG Killer. Okay, yeah, I actually did miss it. Okay, sorry. But yeah, yeah. So I hope everyone out there is while we wait for the race to start. I hope that everyone out there is doing well, and that you're all staying home and you know, doing what you can to keep everyone safe from obviously the COVID-19. Yeah, racing. This is a really good activity just to, you know, get your mind off of stuff. But yeah, of course, I always wish everyone, every driver here, and every member of RP, Rising Phoenix, and everyone who's fighting the disease, all the best, and yeah, wish them well. Alright, so the two Red Bulls haven't gone off the grid for some reason. I'm not sure if they got disqualified or what, but yeah. There's more cars every second joining that that field down there. But yeah, I hope everyone's well, and let's hope that this race can take our minds off of you know, some of the bad stuff that's happening as of recent. Alright, so all the drivers are almost at the starting line. All right, so here we go. $20 cars on the grid. The last one lining up right now. And here we go. Big Slater and Jack have clear track in front of them. It is 5 red lights to the Austrian Grand Prix, and lights out, and away we go. Everyone gets away seemingly well. 2 Williams, 1 and 2 into the first corner. Some carbon fiber at the back there. Two McLarens going wide. Oh, Haas getting loosed out the back. Deadwood up 2 positions already. PG Killer down 1. Oh, more carbon fiber at turn 2 and 3. Racing Point getting squeezed out there. Luke Vettel pressurizing his teammate and RHG going down the inside. Ooh, teammates touch. They touch. And oh, we have an incident at the back. Ooh, a lot of cars. Not sure what happened. But Cobalt has some damage and is now last. So very unfortunate. Gamey is getting a little bit squirmy there. Jack is now leading from Big Slater. So the Williams are still 1-2, but they've just switched positions. Oh, that's a Red Bull spinning. Red Bull spinning almost into the path of Jigsaw Moto. Jack King sets the fastest lap. 1 lap to go, or 1 lap down, 35 to go. My bad. Ooh, Ferrari pressurizing Red Bull there. Bazooka Joe on Luke. Let's see this from an onboard shot here. So many cars all on the train, all trying to get that extra couple miles an hour. Ooh, Cobalt almost taps the back of Colin, as Colin almost taps Fashix. Now the two Haas teammates side by side into turn 4. PG Killer gets past Deadwood. Ooh. Jack King and then Konal with the fastest laps as Cobalt pits. Ooh, now Big Slater's coming back at Jack. Side by side into turn 3. Still side by side. And Slater has the DRS still from the first detection zone. Or second detection zone, sorry. Oh, I should probably enable all this. There we go. Alright, so a lot of very small gainers in terms of the positions here. Big Slater back past Jack. Carnal up a spot, Gamas up a spot, Buns back up 3, Shady up 6, Trixky up 6, RSG down 10, Jay down 9, Gamey and Cobalt down 5, and Luke down 7. Oh, a little bit of touching that. Alright, so side by side, Red Bull and Racing Point. Red Bull with the DRS. No, both with the DRS. Ooh, almost colliding that under braking. Now Trench on Gamez. And further back, Trixky on Bazooka Joe. Or we have a spin, or we have an accident. Racing Maestro. Almost Bazooka Joe almost colliding with him there. Oh, and now Trixky goes for a move on Bazooka. Oh, and Maestro spins, and Bazooka Joe taps him into a spin. Must be very frustrating for Maestro there. Losing some wing, as well as Bazooka Joe. Losing some as well. Ooh, as Deadwood goes wide, and he's gonna come back onto the track and almost hit, or does make contact actually with Fashix. Alright, and so Jack is back up into P1 now, back at the front. So let's go there, or closer to the front. Battle for P7, Luke and Shady. Battle for P4 and battle for P1. Ooh, and we have a car off. I believe it's Jigsaw. I'm not sure how we got all the way up over there, but he has a lot of damage. And yeah, he's just lost a lot of time there. And he's just got a 10-second time penalty, which will certainly be removed. And he just hit the wall again, lost more wing, and yeah, I think he is. Nope, he's still gone. Really good of him to keep going there. It would be very easy to give up at this point with no wing, but thankfully he is continuing on. Alright, so Big Slater and Jack. So Big Slater has gone back past Jack again. So they've swapped positions 4 times now, and now Conal is pressurizing Jack here. Conal just gets squeezed out a little bit. Fair though, definitely fair. Went Big Slater with the slide there, I believe, and so Jack is back into P1 and Conal into P2, with Slater being demoted to P3. And then you have Trench and Gamez pretty close behind, only about 1.2, 1.7 behind each. Conal and Jack, Conal squeezing Jack right to the outside, but going a little bit wide. Now Slater's going to have DRS on both of these guys, and Conal is going to be the slowest here in the straight. And now Jack is coming back at Conal. Some great racing here. Back and forth stuff consistently without any accidents. Knock on wood. Hopefully that doesn't happen. No commentator's curse here today. But yeah, some great stuff so far. If it's like this the whole race, then that'd be just perfect. Splendid. Ooh, as Conal goes wide, ooh, and touches with Jack, or and Jack touches with him rather. I'm actually not sure. But Jack now has DRS, and so does Slater on Conal, or Conal. And now on to lap 8 we go. Ooh, Conal goes to the outside. Slater goes to the inside. It's gonna be 3 wide almost. Ooh, the Williams almost touch. And the Williams with the Red Bull as well. And now it is a 5-way battle for the lead here. Let's see from Trench's point of view here what's going on. Some crazy stuff. Very, very, very close racing. Lap after lap. Very exciting stuff here. Alright, so Gamez pits. And Jack is still leading. Oh, but Jack gets a 3-second time penalty for warnings. And now he's going to be vulnerable up into turn 3. Conal sends it, but goes very wide. Oh, as Big Slater gets hit from behind by Trench. Conal comes back onto the track. Both of the cars in P3 and 4 recover though from that tap. And he's going to send it down again around the outside. But it's not going to work out quite well yet. Ooh, he's just there. Excuse me again. Very, very close. Alright, so let's see what's happening closer to the back here. We have a huge train of around 5 cars. So I'll see what happens with them. And then we have Cobalt and Racing Maestro also battling it out. But for the moment, Jack leads the race with Conal in P2 and Slater in P3. Shay T gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. As Trench pits as well. From the softs, probably on, yeah, onto the mediums, yep. As PG Killer gets a penalty as well. Oh, and now Jack and Conal are side by side. Let's see it from Big Slater. Oh, they touch. Could have been a Turkey 2010 incident there. But they're not teammates, but it could have been a similar crash to that. The outside wheel getting collected on the rear wheel of one driver getting collected on the on the front wheel of another one, and just causing both to spin off. That could have been very bad there. Luckily, both drivers are still going. So Slater right behind Jack now as Konal leads the race for the first time, I believe. Let's see if he can pull away or if Jack and Slater can get him back. As Deadwood has a penalty, and as Jay has DNF'd from the race. I'm not sure if he's retired or if he had an accident. But it's not looking to be too good of a day for the Mercedes. 17th and a DNF in last at the moment. As Big Slater, oh, as Jack is going for a huge dive on Konal. Huge dive. That came out of nowhere. And now Konal has lost the position, has lost first place to Slater. And now Konal is basically pushing Jack around the corner. Probably quite upset about what just happened there. And now he's trying to go for him again. Another bump, and oh, it almost sends Jack out. And now it sends Jack into a spin, into a half spin. And he's going to lose multiple positions and many seconds now. Jack, what started with the dive escalated into him eventually spinning. It was a very far dive. It was very far back. So I wouldn't have gone for it at all. I don't think it was necessarily justified, but very unfortunate that he ended up spinning because of that. Hopefully he can get back into the top 3 because it was a very good battle. As Konal's coming into the pits to change his wing, so Big Slater now leads from Luke, from Button, from Shay-T, and then Jack in P5. Deadwood going a little bit wide there. Ooh, Deadwood almost heading into the back of Fashix. As we have a car getting blue flagged in Sector 2. I believe that's the cause of the yellow flags. Fashix looking for a move on PG Killer. As Jack gets another 3-second time penalty for cutting, I believe, the first corner. Oh, no, that was, yeah, I'm actually not sure what that was, but yeah. Ooh, as Jigsaw has also retired from the race. Ooh, Fashix almost hits into the back of PG Killer. So yeah, I like the huge train here. Oh, as we have a Red Bull who's spun. I believe they've spun. That's Luke coming into the pits. Ooh, as Deadwood almost makes contact with Trench there. Luke gets a penalty for speeding into the pit lane. And now Trench is right on the gearbox of Deadwood. But Deadwood has DRS as well. But Trench is still gaining a little bit. Ooh, they nearly touch. Now Trench is coming back up the inside. Barely enough room. Deadwood's giving him barely enough room. Very desperate to keep that position. It seems. Oh, and he almost just lost it there as well. As we now have Gamez getting very close to Jack. As this 6-car... excuse me once again. 6-car train here rages on. Konal on Deadwood, up the inside, and gets the move done. A little bit of a tap before the move, but still got it done. As Trixie comes into the pits from P6. And Big Slater comes into the pits as well, and is just leaving the pits now. So it is Gamez who leads the race from Jack, from Big Slater, from Willow, from Fashix. Ooh, Fashix and PG Killer side by side. Fashix gets the position. Oh, and further back, Colin goes very wide. As Shea-T and Bunsback are dueling. And back near the front, Konal versus Trench, desperately trying to get back up into that a race-winning position. Still side by side with Trench. Still side by side through the third consecutive corner, and now he's going on PG Killer too. But they touch, but they make contact. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Konal gets past both the drivers. Very good work from Konal. Ooh, as PG Killer gets a little bit loose, and it's gonna expose him to Trench getting his position. And now Konal is going on Fashix here. Fashix goes, oh, a little bit too far over to the right, gets onto the grass, and Konal gets the position. Ooh, but gets bumped by Fashix. Thankfully, not another spin there, or yeah, thankfully not a spin there from or by Konal. Now Fashix has DRS, but it's not enough. Cobalt has a penalty, but Konal is now back up into that top 3 position. So let's see if he can close down that 4.5 second gap to Big Slater, and then once Gamez comes in, which I'm sure he eventually will have to, he'll be in a net P2 or P1, depending on if he can catch and pass a Slater in that time. At the same time, Jack is unfortunately down into P11 after just pitting, so he has a lot of ground and places to make up. As Trench and Fashix are still battling. Trench around the outside of turn 3 and gets the move done. And I believe he's going to keep that. Oh, so now Big Slater is very close to Gamez. Just half a second now. So let's see what he can do on lap 18 of 36. Exactly halfway through the race at the end of this lap. Ooh, someone spun. It's Jack. Jack has spun, or I think, or something. Thankfully, he gets going pretty quickly though. Ooh, Gamez covers off Big Slater, trying to attack him down the inside of turn 3. But now Slater's gonna have DRS again, and it's gonna dummy to the outside, then go to the inside, but it's gonna go very deep as Gamez tries to get the cutback. Can't exactly do it though. He's barely in it, and Big Slater is back up into the lead of this race. So very good job by him. Gamez goes quite wide there. Loses some time. as Fashrix gets a penalty. Ooh, as Fashrix is very close to Luke here. Trying to get the cutback on him through turn 3. Now with DRS. He's going to try to go down or around the outside, then cut back to the inside. But Luke is too far ahead for that to happen. Now Colin and Cobalt fighting for P14 at the moment. Colin with DRS. Can't get it done quite yet. So a Big Slater is starting to pull a little bit of a gap to Gemez. It's now 1.8 seconds. As PG Killer, Shady, and Bunsback are all in a battle. Oh, they touch. And Shady has to go wide. But gets that position from PG Killer. Now it's a 3-way train, almost 3 wide. It's gonna be 3 wide into turn 3. Bunsback gets forced wide and stays in the lead, but for how long? Shady going around the outside. Ooh, we have a spun car of, I believe, Maestro that is, in sector 3. He's got going again though. So Bunsback in front of Shady, in front of PG Killer.